Good afternoon, and welcome back to the Gamestellation Save State, where we take a look at the past week of gaming news and discussions and talk about them. My name is Omar Solangi. Joining me, as always, is Ibrahim Spermizi, and Shaun Blandinator will be here in just a second. But how are you doing, Ibrahim?
I'm pretty good, man. Gotta say, gaming. No,
I
speaking of gaming, actually, uh, sorry, my brain just turned off. I remember we were talking about some of like the old games that had come to like Game Pass and stuff. I did start playing Crimson Skies again because it's on Game
oh,
Pass. Dude,
nice.
it still holds up, I gotta say. It feels a little wonky now that like games are realistic. Like Battlefield, for example, when you like
Yeah.
fly a jet, you have to like turn it and then pull up essentially, like how
Hmm.
a normal plane flies. But in that one, it's like not that complicated and it feels a little off like that. But I
Yeah,
mean, it's nothing bad. It's fun though.
that's good.
How are
I
you?
I'm good. I've just been busy with work, but I've been playing Final Fantasy 16 anytime I'm not working or not at the gym, which has been very good. I'm
He has
like,
a J asterisk B.
asterisk. Oh, you're censoring.
You have to
I get
censor
it,
it.
but
I don't.
no, I'm like 25 hours into FF16, so I think I have like 10 more hours in the main story, and I want to play the DLC, even though it's not as good as the main story, but it's still more Final Fantasy 16, and I'm loving a lot of the characters and the world building in that. It's definitely not my
Fair.
all-time favorite Final Fantasy, but like, because especially the combat sense, combat plays like Devil May Cry. Like it is more of an action game than a Final
Why is
Fantasy
that
game.
bad?
It's not bad. It's just Final Fantasy is typically turn based, and even the action RPG like games like Final Fantasy VII Remake and some of the other titles, like they have some elements of Final Fantasy that feel like Final Fantasy. Like Final Fantasy 16, there's no party. You play as only Clive. Like there's no Phoenix Downs. But it worked. I mean, a lot of the combat team for 16 are people who worked on Devil May Cry and a bunch of other Platinum Games titles, so like it makes sense. But it's still really really good. The music is great. The story is like I'm a big Final Fantasy
Wait,
10 and Final
so
Fantasy 7 guy.
is it Is it just like they just took the branding and that's it?
No,
It's
not
not
at
the same
all.
thing. It just took the
No, each
okay.
Final Fantasy is different, so there's no real branding. So,
Right.
um, but no, like I'm a big Final Fantasy 7 guy, and I love Final Fantasy 10 and like Final Fantasy 6. The main character in 16, Clive, might honestly be one of, if not even my favorite protagonist in all of the Final Fantasy games. Like his story, like his whole plot of him like coming to terms with his past and like using that to be the present. Oh my god, I love it so much. And I just gotten to the point. Oh wait, I don't know if I should spoil the game. The game's been out for 3 years.
Uh oh, three. It's up to you.
Like seeing Clive and Joshua reunite after all that stuff. That's all I'm gonna say. But it's been really good. I don't want the game to end, but I need it to end so I can clear up my backlog. Because it keeps piling up. But
Hey,
it's
Shaun's
good.
here though.
Hey, there's
Hello.
there's the Blaze Man. I'm not saying that again. I'm not calling you Blaze Man again.
Oh, please say it again.
Blaze Man.
Okay.
All right, Blaze Man. So what's you got a question for us?
Didn't even ask him how he was, man. What's wrong with you?
I said how
Yeah,
you
dude.
doing. I said how
How
you
do you know
doing.
how I'm doing?
I said how
I
you
Clip
could be
doing.
in
answer.
an awful mood right now.
I
Oh,
said how
did
you
you?
doing. I did. You know
You
what?
didn't let him answer though. You didn't let him answer.
Somebody rewind. Check the tapes.
Chat clip it.
but no. How's it going, Sean?
Oh, great. Fantastic. Let me get the Google Doc open.
Oh god, he's gonna nuke it again.
I don't remember what was the question? Oh, man.
bro,
You
bro
had
had
one job.
bro had
Oh,
12
God.
hours. 12 hours to think about this, by the way.
I did have a question come up, but it's a really weird and obscure question that I just thought of in the shower.
Blink's time sweepers.
Okay.
Next
Is
question.
it good?
I don't know, it depends on your opinion, but do you remember your question?
No.
Okay, nice. One job.
He'll come
Um
back to me.
Or job
he's
one
gonna
had.
he's gonna remember like 3 days from now, then forget by next week. Uh all right, so this is again, I didn't really put much thought into this because I just thought of this in the shower. Um so in gaming as a whole, right? You've got like legends in gaming, whether it be game devs or esports players or like just players who have done a lot for the community. who is not necessarily your favorite, but one of your favorite legends in gaming?
Like developers or players or what do you
Anything.
mean?
It can be an esports player. It can be a community member who did something cool. It can be a game dev.
Well, I know Sean's answer, but I don't know. Would you say Miyazaki is your guy?
Why don't you answer for yourself?
For me, if we're talking about a game developer, I'm gonna just say Masahiro.
Anything. It can be
I'll just say Masahiro
like
Sakurai. That's just the first name that comes to mind. Um,
fair enough.
he's pretty cool. I like Smash Bros.
You want to say some of the stuff he's done for people who don't know who he is? How do you not know who he is? But anyways,
Yeah, Sakurai is he's one of like the head developers at HAL Laboratory for Nintendo. He's a creator of Kirby. He was in charge of Kid Icarus Uprising. He's a creator of Smash Brothers. Great dude.
fun fact: Kirby's named after a lawyer,
Yeah. So
not the vacuum company.
yeah, a lot of Nintendo characters. Like even Mario was named after like some sort of factory worker who was shipping out arcades for Nintendo. I think for Donkey Kong or something along the lines of that. It was like it was some sort of non higher up thing, like higher up person. But yeah, Sean, what about you?
I think I'm a big fan of Ben Schultz. He's the guy that did Leroy Jenkins.
That is fair. No, that's actually fair.
Yeah.
When I said community members, that's the one thing that I was thinking was Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy
Leroy
Jenkins.
That's something that's still quoted to this day.
Yeah.
How old is that? Let's
Leroy Jenkins.
let's go to Leroy Jenkins first instance. Let's see how bad this is.
I don't know why I was expecting Sean to
Was
say
it,
Miyazaki.
2005.
No shot.
Or it's 21 years ago.
It's 2005.
21 years ago. Damn.
Let's go.
I'm literally 6 days older than Leroy Jenkins.
Ah.
Bro.
Old.
Oh, very old.
I know, my back.
Old.
Back, bro.
Anyways, so what about you, Ibrahim? What's your legend?
Okay, I mean, again, I said one of the favorites doesn't have to be the most favorite, but anyways, my pick it just has to be Faker, hands down. The esports player.
The league guy?
Yeah, him.
Him?
Do you know how much of a legend he is? Because okay, so for reference, right? In South Korea and probably North as well, but anyways, in Korea, there's mandatory military service for everyone. Even like BTS had to go into the military service at the height of their like sensation, right? Faker got excused from it.
Oh, right.
Because of how good he is at video games.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is the actual reasoning or if this is just the meme reasoning that people put behind it, but they say it's because he consistently beats China every year, and that's one of their top non-allied countries.
I
mean, whatever the case,
I'd like to change my answer because we're talking about community and like esports and stuff. I'm a big fighting game guy, very very obviously. And
say zero, I'm gonna hurt you.
No, hell no. He's
okay.
Oh, who's your favorite gaming legend? A pedophile? No, hell no, dude.
What?
Like what the fuck is this guy saying? But no, I'm a big fighting game guy, and one of the most famous commentators for just all fighting games in general is this guy named IFC Yipes. He's a Dominican guy from. Let me just play a video, like arguably his most famous video.
I know black. I Dominican.
Nah, just listen to this.
I gotta see this.
It's Marvel, baby. Scoops.
Is the guy who did It's Marvel, baby?
Yeah. Scoops.
Oh man.
Where's the Scoops? He's so Pringle. Where a curly mustache at?
No, that's fair.
Scoops Hagen-Dazs. Yeah, Yipes. Yipes has to be it for me.
Yeah.
He's just too iconic of a voice. Anyways, that was honestly a fun question. Just reminded me that Yipes exists. But anyways,
you're welcome.
We got some stuff to talk about. Surprisingly, I thought last night.
Is that gaming news?
Yeah, we do actually. So first of all,
Yeah.
there's a little Sega game coming out in next year. We don't know
Is it
when
Sonic?
exactly. No, actually. Sean will be happy to hear that. But we got a new trailer for Crazy Taxi World Tour, kind of showing off.
Oh, wait, there's a new trailer?
Yeah, showing off the West Coast, or touring the West Coast, I should say. Um, there's no copyrighted music in this, so we can actually show this one. Yeah, just showing off some of like the mini games and the gameplay of it. I know Sean personally isn't too big of the speed of it right now, just because it is a lot considerably slower and noticeably slower than like the older Crazy Taxi games. But
Wait, is it actually slower, or is it just your perception from being a kid with no reaction skills?
no,
Okay, that looks slower.
it is slower. If you've seen
That looks slower.
definitely is.
if you've seen Crazy Taxi, you will know that it's definitely slower. I think it's because they're trying to make it more accessible to people who haven't gotten into Crazy Taxi before. That's just me personally.
It's a Crazy Taxi. It should be made like Crazy Taxi.
You remember back when games were actually hard and they didn't give you an easy slider? Maybe this is why Shaun plays so many Souls-likes.
Maybe.
Like, okay, but Crazy Taxi was originally an arcade game.
Yes,
So
that too.
the whole idea is getting a high
to
score.
get your money. Oh,
Yeah.
And to get your money.
But that's not the big thing. The biggest draw from that trailer. There was an even bigger draw that there is a closed network test going on in September that you can sign up for right now on the Crazy Taxi website. The issue I have with that isn't the fact that we're getting some sort of like beta for Crazy Taxi. Like, I'm very happy that we are. I can't wait to try this game out. My thing is closed network test. There's gonna be some sort of online capacity. Well, we kind of like were expecting it. I think we joked about there being multiplayer.
Battle Pass.
I was joking about a Crazy Taxi Battle Royale. I don't know how much of a joke it is anymore.
Wait, hold on.
The Battle Pass is happening, though.
Just so you know, Forza
Yeah.
6 has a Battle Royale mode.
It's
not too far off. It does.
Yeah,
How does that work?
It's kind of just like a zone thing. They gotta stay in the zone.
Yeah, we're getting Crazy Taxi Island Survival.
Okay.
Yeah, Crazy Taxi World Tour, closed network tests. Signups are out now. You can the sign will be in the test will be in September. I can't speak. The test will be in September. You'll get an email, I think, like a week before it or the week of. It'll be on Steam, PlayStation, Xbox. Pretty cool stuff. Let's talk about something not cool though. PlayStation. So as we all know, a couple of weeks ago they announced that they are no longer going to be producing physical discs starting January 2028. Following this feedback, PlayStation responded, but don't expect anything out of it because they basically just said, "Hey, we see the feedback. We're not changing anything. Bye." Yeah.
It's
so yeah. So they said in quote, we put in a lot of thought and time, and we cautiously considered this, and we came to this conclusion that we're going to cautiously move this forward. So it's very obvious they see the feedback. Cautiously move this forward.
They're about
We
to
hear you, and
they're
we
about
do
to
not care.
full send it, bro. They do not care.
They're pulling a WWE right now. if I had a nickel for big companies that people love that just keep screwing them over, I'd have a handful of nickels, dude. By this point, like it's unfortunate.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. However, some pretty cool stuff. We do have 2 big game releases happening this week. First of all, on August 6th, Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls officially releases. I am very excited for this. The beta was really fun. There is some stuff that ArcSys has already announced that they're going to be fixing that were issues in the beta, which is great. This is why I love ArcSys and Works. Really, really cool. There is some stuff that's been leaked about the game in terms of like stuff that's going to be in the base game. For example, oh wait, I don't know if I should say it. I mean, it's not really a spoiler or a surprise. Everyone was kind of expecting it. The main villain of the game, the champion, is going to be playable, which is really cool. And I'm guessing they were trying to keep that a surprise, but there was a bunch of gameplay leaks happening this past week.
I just remembered the meme of like the final boss when you fight him versus when he's on your side.
Yeah. But no, I mean, he looks good. He's bigger than the Hulk in the game, which is crazy to me. But no, he looks like a fun moveset. I think for my 4th character from my beta team, I'm going to have either Hulk, Carnage, or the champion, just because he looks fun. And then additionally, today, kind of a big game. Y'all have heard of Game Freak, right?
What's Game Freak?
Familiar.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, so Game Freak, who's famously known for developing Pokemon games, just released a new game, or they're about to release a new game today in a couple of hours called Beast of Reincarnation. And it is a like action RPG, damn near Souls-like, that looks nothing like Pokemon. Graphically, you see this and you think, wow, imagine if Nintendo let them do this for Pokemon. But yeah, this is a game.
So
Game Freak actually
it's
did
Dark
something.
Souls with Dark Souls with Pokemon.
No, not at all.
Or a wolf,
it's
I
like,
guess.
It's like steampunk Asian mythology, I think, or something along the lines of that.
You know what? I respect it. It's new. It's a fresh idea. I respect it.
It's new.
Huh?
I've been following up with it for the past like year. It looks pretty solid for the most part. I'm very excited to see how Game Freak handles something. I can't remember the last time off the top of my head that Game Freak has done something outside of Pokemon, but this is really like
It had to be an Asian mythology Souls-like in
Oh god, Shaun.
2026.
I forgot
Are you
about
kidding me, dude?
I forgot about the burnout Shaun has from the Game Awards.
What?
charging
Okay,
up
yeah,
his
it's not
crash
like
out.
robots or whatever. It's still an Asian mythology Souls-like. There's like 20 different games coming out that look exactly like this.
Dude.
He's not wrong though.
He's not wrong, unfortunately. But it does look pretty solid to me, at least. Releases today. I don't know when I'll have the time to check it out, but if and when I do, it does look like a fun time. Yeah, we talked about one bad company with discs and stuff. Let's talk about another.
Yeah.
Xbox.
So I don't know if anything's confirmed yet. Last I checked, it wasn't, but it could have changed by now. However, there were rumors and leaks about Xbox Project Helix having possibly an addition, not like a built-in disk drive, but a third party, not third, what's the word I'm looking for? Like an
Sold
external
separately.
or like accessory.
Yeah,
sold separately.
It's the same
disk
thing the
drive.
PS5
Okay.
Pro does.
Does it?
Yeah, PS5 Pro is like $700. It doesn't come with a disc drive. You have to pay for it separately.
Nice. Okay. Well, okay. So something about that, because I was thinking about the PlayStation 5 when I saw that. Here's the thing, right? Majority of PlayStation 5s that were sold and still to this day that have been sold have been, I believe, disc drives, and they do cost more. However, I think it's the same thing with that. Like it's the same scenario. The only difference being that it's not built in, and this way, even if like someone doesn't have enough money, they can always get it down the line, or if they change their mind or decide they want to get one, or they get one used, they can still get a disc drive, which I think is great because, like, I mean, having it as a separate thing, like, it's not perfect. We just give us our disc drives in our consoles, but it's a good middle ground that, like, if you want it, you can add it on. If you don't care, then don't buy it. You know what I mean? And you can always change your mind, at least this way, unlike with PlayStation where you can't, you're kind of locked in with the console you bought. Again, just rumored, but it is for Project Helix, and if this does happen, Xbox would be getting a lot of favor from just gaming fans in general.
It's not included.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna be angry again.
No,
I don't like doing this. Every time one of you's like, this is a good thing, this is awesome, I'm always there to be like the troll under the bridge. He's just gotta be mad at it at nothing. It's not included, and it's just what the PS4 Pro does. They tax you on your ability to PS5 Pro. What did I say?
PS4.
PS4 Pro, PS4 Pro, my beloved.
That had a disc drive.
Yeah, it had a disc drive, and it was basically just a PS5. I mean, you're playing PlayStation 4 games on it most of the time anyway. So,
okay, I see where you're coming from. However, keep in mind, like, there is that group of people who will never use a disc, but then this gives people the option that want a disc drive to have one. Yes, it's separate. I understand that's BS, but
like
the
taxed.
Yeah, and I understand that's BS, but it's kind of a good middle ground in that if you want it, you can buy it, and you can also like buy it separately, so you don't have to like fork it out.
Why does there need to be a middle ground? There doesn't need to be a middle ground. They're only doing this because they're only trying to enforce the digital only, so they can get all of the maximum profits they can off of every single game and screw you over.
But it's better than Sony being like, "Oh, you guys are upset? Don't care."
Okay, I don't think they're related though. I think these are both mutually exclusive.
No, I think it's related.
No, not necessarily, because Project Helix has already announced to be discless. So this is This is just something as an option. It's very clear that they didn't have discs in mind. The only reason they're doing
Well,
it now.
yes, which is fair. But then after seeing the backlash, again, this isn't confirmed. This is rumored, but it is. If it is true, it is at least good to see that. Yes, it sucks that this is what it's come down to. That it's an accessory on the site and it's not included. However, it's good to see that they're actually listening to the player base.
I
If they're
mean,
listening to the player base, then it would be included.
true. Because you can.
Okay, but then
My Nintendo Switch right here can play digital games, but it still has an area for the cartridges because it's included. It's a console. You shouldn't be locking something like that out. You can already access it digitally, so there's no need to make it cost extra for having a disc drive or a cartridge drive. Like you understand what I'm saying? Like
no, I get what you're
Mm-hmm.
saying, but like keep in mind though, like this would also allow people who don't want to spend as much money to not spend that money, or people who don't have that money to save and then buy the console outright and then buy a thing
well,
later.
well, true, but also if there was just one version of the console that had the disc drive, people will budget accordingly. They can just do that. There's no need for, there's this alternative and stuff. And either way, consoles get discounts throughout the year, whether it be for Black Friday or other stuff, third-party sellers. Like, eventually, even if you
True.
don't get it launch year, and like most consoles sell out on launch day just because, oh, it's the shiny new thing. I need this, right? Eventually, it's gonna be
Yeah.
like there's gonna be a surplus of them in stores. There's no, it's a pointless thing. It's stupid because like if you want digital games, we've been playing digital games for damn near 20 years on 360, which had a disc drive, on PS3, which
Yeah.
had a disc drive. The Wii had digital games, still had a disc drive. Like it's very clear that like the only
DS
reason it's happening, yeah, exactly, the DS. Like
or 3DS, but yeah.
the only reason it's happening is because companies want money. That's it. If they were actually
Yeah,
listening to
okay.
fans, they would just say, "Hey, here's our new console."
Okay, but
There's
like keep in
no
mind, if they're like a decent way into the production already, then it wouldn't make sense for them to go back and change it as opposed to like, yes, this is getting them more money, but at least it gives you the option there to like still preserve your physical media as opposed to just being like, nope, screw your discs.
this.
Okay, first of all, I don't think that they'd be producing it yet. Not yet. We don't know the release
Yeah.
date, so we don't know the window.
I mean, in all fairness, we
But
don't
I'm
know if
also
this is
going to
gonna
be
happen
honest with
either.
you.
True.
A disc drive is not $150 going off of the PlayStation metric. It's just not.
Yeah, no, it's
So
really not. Dude, I can rip out a disk drive from a computer and sell that for like $25, which is still like $20 too much.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's still a lot. Like they don't cost that much, man. You're just getting scammed.
Yeah, it's not even like a production cost thing. It's just greed. It's just gluttony, dude.
Yeah,
Like it's yeah.
dreamed.
But we'll see. I mean,
I mean, we'll see. Again, this isn't confirmed. It's just a rumor.
It's
Who
happening.
knows?
yeah.
Actually, no, they're not even gonna bother with the disc drive.
Yeah, let's see.
They just don't even make a console. They're just like, just buy a PC.
Let's actually talk about
Well,
some pretty cool stuff. We got a couple updates going on some games. First of all,
These are not cool. The only thing cool. Wait, before you continue, the only thing cool in the game update section is the first thing and the last thing.
oh
The
right.
things in the middle are
Things in
not
the middle,
cool.
things in the middle bring us back down to bad stuff. Let's talk
let's
about
go.
let's start with one of the cool things. Street Fighter 6 Season 4 DLC is Season 4 has officially started. The new character Yasmin is out. She seems pretty cool from what I've seen. I haven't gotten a chance to check out the update myself, but new Street Fighter content is new Street Fighter content. I'm still pissed with how Capcom's handling how they're getting out stuff, but something's better than nothing. It's keeping the game alive. All I've seen and heard about this update so far is that the patch notes are I just heard something about Zangief. I need to double check what it is. Yeah. Season 4 is now live. Let's talk about Minecraft.
Wait, no. Let's do the good news first. Actually,
Oh, good news.
This is the
Okay.
last thing on the list.
This one, I was just talking about this game last night with y'all, and now there's something for it. Y'all are familiar with Warhammer Space Marine 2, right?
Never heard of it. What's a
Yeah,
Warhammer?
So I didn't even know that they were like planning this at all. But Sean, you might know more than me on this one. But Steam Workshop support is now available for Warhammer Space Marine 2. There's already a couple mods
Cool.
available to download, which is pretty cool. I would
I
say
did not hear about this.
yeah.
That is actually really cool, honestly.
Space Marine 2
I
now has
know
mods. Or like it's probably been having
they've always
mods
had
now.
modding support.
Yeah.
They've always had modding support. They always like
Like having
promoted
to do the
modding.
workshop. That is
Yeah,
nice.
but yeah, workshop is that's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
This
that's
Yeah.
game
actually
this
really
game goes
good.
hard.
Yeah. Like I saw one.
Anything that like expands this game's lifespan makes me happy, because I think if there's any issue with Space Marine 2, it's that or if there was any issue I had with it at launch, it was that it wasn't gonna last that long.
There's a mod for 12 players for PvE for Space Marine 2.
Not
What?
only oh yeah, he has it on the stream
Yeah.
right now.
12
I
player
will say not
PvE.
only is
Yo, I know
it
what we're doing today.
not only is it cool that like they're like extending its life, it's also that it's community driven life support or life
Yeah.
support extended life.
And life support, yeah. But no, that's
The
really,
life
really cool.
support is like yeah.
It's the best way to do
Heart rate monitor in the back.
it.
Yeah. All right.
It's like Left 4 Dead 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Got like a
literally-
respirator on.
Yeah.
For reference, we play Left 4 Dead 2 like on occasion,
We
and
have,
the only
yeah.
reason we play is to download a bunch of mods, run around for like an hour or two, and then we're done for like the next few months.
Never been scared of the
That's what you do.
Simpsons until I played Left 4 Dead 2 with Shaun.
I will say, speaking of moddable games, what's one of the most moddable games out there? Minecraft.
Mince calf.
It's actually Minecraft. Get it right.
Chin strap.
So, this kind of
I
what?
don't know why that's so funny to me.
What
Call it chin strap.
did you say? Is it because that's the only facial hair you can grow?
I've had a goatee before. You've
Oh.
seen it.
Okay,
No,
what
dude,
you're
you
saying,
just got destroyed, dude. You have to stop talking. This isn't your podcast anymore.
Yeah,
Jesus
no, we took
Christ, dude.
over.
Yeah.
Witchcraft.
Okay, no, but so Minecraft for the first time since I believe launch, the requirements for it have gone up on PC, obviously on PC, but yeah, so now it originally required 4 gigabytes of RAM to play, which was like the recommended / required, like both. Now it needs a minimum of 8 gigabytes, with the recommended amount being 16 gigabytes of RAM and an RTX 2060 as the minimum, or like an equivalent card to that, to run Minecraft.
Yikes.
Now,
Wait,
Minecraft, I will
which
say
version?
Minecraft, latest version of Java.
Of Java.
Java's so badly optimized, bro.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
Java already
it's-
runs like buns.
Like-
I'd already say that if you're running
Yeah,
Java,
like,
you
dude,
want higher than minimum.
Minecraft is deceptively hard to run,
Mhm.
but like seeing the requirements, it's like, okay, it's kind of valid, but it's also annoying because it's just Minecraft.
Yeah.
Dude, Bedrock should have been it. Bedrock should have been so peak. At like that seriously, if they just did Java but it ran better and it didn't run off of Java, oh my god, Bedrock would have been so good.
Quick
And then that-
sidebar. Oh yeah, sorry, go on.
Then they did the whole Bedrock thing, and then that didn't really work out. And now you have these two versions of Minecraft that both have problems, but one is superior. You just can't run it to save your life.
Yeah.
Quick side note. So 2 things. I actually saw on TikTok. You remember how I was talking about cushions and how people can just make like since our monitors are just RGB LEDs that are like really tiny, right? Effectively they're just like there, like 3 not pixels. Like there's 3 colors that turn on and off. And I was like, eventually someone's gonna make this into a full thing. Someone made the Shrek movie like that. Like they did full
Oh.
RGB. And funny thing about that, you would think that the screen's too big because like the cushions are like a block in size, right? So you'd have to be really high up to get all those in each individual pixel. This guy made a mod that makes Minecraft run significantly better and render in like an insane amount of chunks, and it's better optimized than regular Minecraft. Like that mod runs better than base Minecraft on low-end computers.
Minecraft potato mod.
So I guess. But speaking of the community and modders, Minecraft has a great community. Black Ops 2, however.
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't.
Well, okay, let's okay. No, you know what I mean. Like we have some creative people working out there in Minecraft. But Black Ops 2 servers, that's the next thing. Unless wait, don't
Yeah,
do you guys have anything you want to say about Minecraft before I continue?
it's a game.
Eh, it sucks. Like honestly, it does suck because
Minecraft or
there
the situation?
the situation.
Situation.
Okay, I was
There's a
gonna
lot
say.
like
Minecraft is
because there
great.
are a lot of people who play like Minecraft on really low end PCs. Like to think like
Yeah,
a school computer can no longer run Minecraft, like the latest version of Minecraft.
that's sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough. Then again, at least whenever we were in school, the Minecraft that you could play was like really
Education
outdated.
edition.
Or
Yeah,
Education Edition.
Yeah, what are the patch notes on Education Edition? Screw the other two. I'm trying to play. We need to run our server in Education
You-
Edition, dude.
You shouldn't. I played it a lot back in high school. It's just Bedrock, but worse.
Oh god.
There was a version of Java you could play and run like a LAN server on in the computer lab. But I think I don't remember what version it was. It was before the Ocean update.
Concerned that Shaun knows
Wow.
this.
What?
Like,
did
you do
We
this?
used to play it. We would run a
You did
server
it.
like in the
Yeah,
computer lab.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
it was fun. I
that
made.
sounds hilarious.
Remember I played Minecraft in my computer lab once, and I made lows.
That was your first. You made lows.
I made lows.
Like
I-
the hardware store.
I'm not joking. I made lows.
I would even accept Walmart, dude. Why lows?
I made low.
Like legit, even one of my friends turned over. He's like, "What are you building?" I turn over to the front of the store. I'm like, "I made lows."
Just a low.
You would.
That's so.
Anyways,
Funny.
Black Ops 2 server.
Black Ops 2, yeah. So as we know, Black Ops 2 servers came up again for PlayStation, which awesome. Yeah. So it's already overrun with hackers. So like back like 10 years ago or however long ago that Black Ops 2 originally came out, there was this hacker by the name Season Sharp who would decimate the servers. He would like ban people randomly max out people so they couldn't like have fun and level. He would just like aimbot wall like he would do the most like outrageous hacks and never get banned, right? He's back. Same guy. Season Sharp. He's destroying the servers and nuking them for everyone. PlayStation even made a statement saying that, hey, if you see him, get off the game. We don't recommend playing online right now. Like what? That's what they literally said. Like they don't recommend playing online. Bro, manage your game.
They don't want to fix it. They don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Basically, it's unfortunate because I mean I know a lot of people were like planning on like reliving like the peak Black Ops 2 days, and like you still can. You just have to kind of the second you see him shut down everything and then restart.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it.
All right.
You said that like moist critical. I was so expecting you to say see ya.
I was
See ya.
ready to say see you.
See ya.
That's how I end all my TikToks is see ya. Just because
But-
I'm most critical.
I have something that would have been really cool. A little just fun fact that I learned about recently. So y'all have heard of a game called Marvel Ultimate Alliance before, correct?
Yes, I've played a lot of Ultimate Alliance.
So Ultimate Alliance is a great franchise. I've actually played. This is one of a couple of franchises that I've played all the games for, and they've had a history with Nintendo in the past. Most famously, in 2019, Ultimate Alliance 3 to this day still is a Switch exclusive. But they also have some history with Nintendo before that. Ultimate Alliance 1 was a launch title for the Wii, which is kind of crazy. Even though the Wii had a bunch of launch titles, but it's kind of crazy that was one of them. It was going
Take
to
notes,
be.
PlayStation.
Hmm?
Take notes, PlayStation.
But
We still don't have games on the PS5.
it was going to be even crazier potentially that I was on the Wii, and I'll tell you why. I found out recently that Raven Software, the developers for the first two Ultimate Alliance games, before they were sent to Call of Duty prison after the Marvel Activision deal went out, Raven Software apparently wanted to boost up the Wii version in a special way. I'm going to play it on stream here. They wanted to add Wii exclusive characters. Specifically, they were going to add Samus and Link to the game. And you can see it on stream. They were like fully modeled, full move sets. Samus even had a morph ball animation. Like these were Like this wasn't like a Iron Man costume and like a Blade costume. No, this is full
It
on
was like full
Samus
characters.
and full on Link. And the reason for why it didn't happen is so unfortunate. And I'm gonna show you why. Notice when characters are doing their abilities. Notice the buttons that pop up. Let me go back to Samus here. So these are Nintendo characters, right?
Yeah.
So notice the button underneath Samus.
Button
Oh,
X.
it's a PlayStation.
So
Oh.
it's no like secret, especially nowadays. Like the Wii was not even on par, but like about the same level hardware wise as a PS2. Because it was older hardware than the 360 and PS3. So it's no surprise that Raven Software was using the PS2 as like the base development build and then porting that to other platforms and building off of that. Nintendo saw the PlayStation buttons and was like, "Hey, you're not developing this originally on Nintendo hardware. We're not letting you do this." So they literally got pissed off just because they saw a graphic, a PNG texture file that they could change before the release in like a second. So they said, "Nope, don't care about the work."
Okay.
And they're not going in.
Hot take. I don't like it. I don't like that. Don't put Nintendo characters in a Marvel game. I don't like that. For Ultimate Alliance, I love the Ultimate Alliance games. I don't like that.
It's a
I love
console
crossover stuff.
exclusive
I don't like
thing.
that.
It's fun. It's just
fun.
a fun thing. I don't know.
Dude, there were
I mean,
NBA
that's
there
just
were
me personally.
NBA
You
games
do
on the
you.
GameCube that had Mario, Luigi, and Peach in them. This is not
Okay, but that's funny.
like this would okay. That's funny. This would have been cool.
What's
And like
this?
Nintendo's done it before. Like Soul Calibur 2 was one of the most famous examples of console exclusive characters. Link was the GameCube character. Like
No, I love like cross or like cross universe, I guess, or
Yeah.
like crossovers and stuff. I don't know why something about this I just don't like. That's just me.
I just don't like how Nintendo got so through a hissy fit over a PlayStation button. Even though like
Ew.
Is this why PlayStation is still mad?
maybe. I mean, Nintendo nowadays, like, they don't do that. Like, they denied, even though there was very much teases and plans, like, they didn't let Samus go into Fortnite because we don't want Nintendo characters being in a game that's on where you can access those skins on like Xbox and PlayStation.
Bro, if I get 90'd and then like
Ooh.
360 headshot by Mario, like
Well, be careful. Apparently, the next season is rumored to be like a gaming legend season. It's gonna have Persona and a bunch of stuff. So
good thing I don't play Fortnite.
me neither. I don't play it anymore. Unless
God.
unless Persona is what draws me back. But that's a story for another day. Let's talk about some hardware stuff really quick to end things today. Ibrahim, you want to take it away?
Okay, so one thing I forgot to put on the doc, which I just randomly found out about, that I was trying to remember, but I couldn't remember like at the beginning to add in. But anyways, so you guys like your RGB and like your but hold on, let me think. Okay,
Red.
you guys like your
blue.
RGB and like your cool customizable stuff, but I bet you hate the bloatware. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
So there's a open source community project that that I don't know if one guy made it or if it was a group of people. I think it was just one guy. But it's open source. It's on GitHub, and it's a free browser-based mouse utility essentially. So you can customize your mouse. You can change the DPI settings, colors, stuff like that, all from your browser. No bloatware, no nothing like that. So that's pretty cool. Just a random thing that I found out.
Nice.
And then yeah, that's it about the mouse thing. Next, last week, I'm sure you guys remember I talked about how LG was putting ads in their monitors, right? And how like
Yes.
there'd just be pop-up ads. Microsoft bullied them into undoing it
Wow.
because there was such a backlash on it that Microsoft was like, "Hey, no."
Only
they
we
kinda
can
rolled it
make
back.
bad decisions around here.
Yeah. But yeah, no, they did roll that back, thankfully. So LG monitors should be clear, but you know how companies are being underhanded and stuff, so just be careful. But you know, for the most part, they
Yeah.
should be good.
That's good.
Next, let's talk. Let's talk CPUs next.
Oh god.
So Qualcomm, who makes Snapdragon, which if that name sounds familiar, it's because a lot of phones use Snapdragon chips, but also the Steam frame will be using it when that eventually comes out.
Okay.
They just announced a double-digit price increase in their CPU prices because of everything. And bro, Steam is doing their best, but they just keep getting hit with price hikes right when they're about to come out with stuff.
Steam frame is gonna be like
So
$2,000.
Yeah, and it's probably gonna outsell the Steam machine. Let's be
Probably.
real.
Well, that's also just because
Um,
people who are gonna buy VR stuff like know that it's probably gonna be expensive and they're willing to make that purchase, I guess.
yeah, but yeah, so Snapdragon CPUs, basically mobile CPUs, are going up in price. Double-digit increase confirmed already, so just be ready for that. And then AMD, on the other hand, just came out. They just made rather a insane CPU, which it has 250. It's a 256 core CPU, and it's called Venice. It's a 2 nanometer x86 CPU, so like the regular ones in our computers, and it has 512 threads, which, for reference, Intel has been struggling to make their chips and dies smaller, and AMD just made this insanely powerful one in the same form factor. It's not a consumer based thing. It is for data centers and all, which great, more AI, haha, but like
Uh,
it is a big leap, all things considered.
hmm
Like let me look this up because I want to compare this. I don't know why I didn't look this up before, but let's compare this to a Threadripper, why don't we? Threadripper specs. So a Threadripper Zen 5 9000 series has up to 96 cores with a boost clock of up to 5.4 gigahertz. This thing has 256 cores. It breaks the 5 gigahertz clock speed, and it's the same size as like our regular desktop CPUs, which is insane. But yeah, I haven't heard too much else about that. I just kind of know about it and that it's used for data centers. But yeah, that's that.
nice.
Uh, then let's talk about memory real quick.
Oh boy.
Uh, well, more so. Okay, so this is more so graphics cards, but it's in relation. But graphics card prices are going up again. Uh,
Yikes.
because
We love
memory
price
prices.
hikes.
Yeah, no, it's bad. But like,
Affordability crisis.
Ramageddon. But yeah, because of memory prices and all that, and AI being a big hog, and the whole like monopolization that Samsung, Sky Hynix, and Micron are allegedly doing, um, graphics card prices are going up once again. And currently, like a lot of laptops, a third of their price is the RAM alone, which is insane to think about.
Jeez.
Yeah, like it used
Third.
to be back like not like well, it's 2026 now. Like 2 years ago, like you could forget about the RAM and then just be like, oh, just toss in like another $50 for 32 gigs or whatever, right? I'm kind of pricing wrong because I don't remember off the top of my head, but like you'd like throw another 50 or $100 for RAM, and now it's like, oh, you forgot your RAM? Give me your kidney.
Eh.
5 gig. You can get 4 gigs
Really?
of RAM with that. DDR4, not even five.
Wow.
Um, And then speaking also of graphics cards, this one is so good old 5060 cards, right?
I have
Hey Omar, you have
one.
one of those. Yeah,
Yeah.
good thing you got one already and you're not getting one now because they're using a different GPU die than before. So
Damn.
just for a quick rundown, a GPU is essentially like a little computer. Like the easiest way to explain it is it's just a little computer that's running inside your computer to do all the graphic stuff. And the die is essentially its version of the CPU, like the brains of it. So the way CPU or GPU dies and chips are made is really weird and finicky because they're all technically the same thing, but they're different in their quality. But them using a different die means that they're using different materials. And on top of that, they're like mix matching different VRAMs and different specs for the dies, meaning that they're gonna have altered performance from benchmarking just because we're kind of waiting for a new GPU drop. But at the same time, it's like it's not really feasible for the consumer market to do that right now. Also, only one 5060 has done this so far. I really hope more don't, but they use a 12-volt high power connector, which for those of you who don't know, that's the one that's known to blow up. And by blow up, I mean catch fire.
Oh shit.
Um, the issue is that, or not the issue, but the reason you don't need it on a 5060 is that it doesn't need that much power, but that cable still inherently has a lot of flaws, which are very well known about. Dude, my 4070 Super uses one of those. Like, they're fine in the sense that for the grand majority of the time, you'll be fine. but once every so often, someone's might catch fire because there's so much power going through it, and they just can't insulate it or do whatever properly to it that it just catches fire. And
Yikes.
they put that on the 5060 that doesn't need that power. Why? I don't know. But yeah, so they're relaunching the 5060s, like I said. Just be cautious, be wary a little bit. It is still 5060 at the end of the day. You will get the performance that you are expected to get. Just be cautious of the VRAM. And if you do see any performance spikes, make sure you still have your warranty. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's about it.
Shaun, you got anything else to add for us, or?
Nope.
All right, that is all we're gonna have for y'all this week. Thank you so much for watching. If you're watching it live on Twitch or on YouTube, and we will catch you next week. See y'all.
Bye bye.